Look at this dude.
Greetings and salutations. So I believe that there will be fewer and fewer jobs as AI and machine learning models start taking over tasks for us, that we will need to be more generalized in what we can do for work. The entire point of this course is to provide foundational knowledge to have a generalist skill set so that you can, with a minimal amount of effort and getting up to speed, do any job or a wide array of jobs. Because having that flexibility, I believe, is going to be necessary in the future if you want to work. I will be going over the things that I know, which is basic system administration, working with Linux, light coding, building data sets, running inference on large language models, building pipelines and workflows, hashtag buzzwords, and a little bit of electronics along the way. Today, we're going to get acquainted with the command line and just play around a little bit and have a little fun. Let's get to it. Okay, so first there's this great website. It's called copy.sh, and we can run operating systems right from our browser. I chose this because you don't have to have an account or sign up. You just click and it loads. Click V86 and you will see a list of operating systems here. We have different types of operating systems. We will get into what all of those are and how to use them later. For now, let's load up Arch Linux and mess around in the terminal. Are you excited? I'm excited. Every time I see the terminal, it's like going home. My relationship with the terminal started when I was about 13, before we had internet, when I had to go to the library to get books to try and figure out MS-DOS 6 commands. Back then, just getting something working was a victory. Oh wait, what were we? Oh, right. What are we looking at here? Well, let's start by finding out what directory we are in. That's always good to know. pwd is the command. You can see we are root at localhost. Generally, whenever you log in as root, you will be in the directory called root. The root user is the super user, where when you log in as a normal user, you will be in the home, then your username. The ls command will list the files and folders in your current directory. If you have colors in your terminal, most of the time directories will be blue, regular files will be white, and executable files will be green. You can see the green file, called networking.sh. Let's look at that. To do that, we'll use the cat command. This is going to show you the contents as text printed to the terminal. This is the contents of this networking shell file. And we can go ahead and run this using /. This file is specific to this system. It will be different on the different systems that you use. Alrighty then. Super. Let's test out our connection. We can use the pin command to do this. And let's give it Google's DNS server 8.8.8.8. Okay, cool. We're getting a response back from the DNS server. Let's stop this command. We can just hit Control-C, and this is going to stop the command from running. Now let's see if we can get into some trouble coding a little bit. You see all those files named hello, hello.c, hello.py? Those are hello world scripts. They are one of the most basic scripts you can write, and they just checked that everything is installed correctly and everything is working right. Let's look at the hello C file. We will use Nano to look at the file. It's a basic text editor. I like using it and I'm comfortable with it. I've used it for over a quarter century. I think I'll stick with it. A lot of people use Vim, which is fine. Totally cool, whatever you want to go with. To exit Nano, it's just Control-X. Let's compile this thing and see what happens. It's TAC-O to set your output name and then pass your C file as your input. You can just run it. Again, we'll just /. There you have it. Hello world. I'm glad it gave that warning. It can be our example of debugging a script. Let's look at the warning, open the code, and fix it. We will add int in front of main and then return 0 at the end of our function. If you're going to do any amount of coding, I would probably familiarize yourself with common typo errors and be on the lookout for that, like including the punctuation of the end of your lines of code if needed. We can write out the file with Control-O, save it, Control-X to exit. We can recompile, and our warning is gone. Are we having fun yet? Let's finish strong with running some text animations in the terminal. This is one of our repos you can pull just to practice or have fun. You can pull a single file with the wget command if you want, or you can use the git command. That's git git. You can find the URL by just clicking code, and it will give you the link. Then we can just git clone the repository. That will download it and put it in a folder in your current directory. CD into the folder, and we can compile a couple files here. Let's do the donut. This is one of my favorite little animation scripts. I would give credit to the person that wrote it, but I pulled it from a server's thinker years ago. Then we can try passing stars.
Wow!
All right, so today we dove into Arch Linux. We played around with the command line, checking out pwd ls, and then started and tested networking. We checked out a Hello World C program, squashing a little bug along the way, and ended with some fun terminal animations, pulling code from a repo, compiling and running it. Quite a bit in a short amount of time. A good start. Until we meet again, Internet.